is good. Hello, Aries Taurus. Welcome to your timeless love message. I hope that this live finds you all well and in good spirits. My name is Gabrielle, and you are tuned in to Cusp of Roses, where we do timeless, general tarot readings for all 12 cusp zodiac signs, as well as every new and full moon and every zodiac season. So if you're interested in that content, I welcome you to join and subscribe here. It's absolutely free. But I'd love to have you as a member of my soul tribe here on YouTube. All right. Hi, Kia. Hi, Aurora. Thank you, loves, for being here in the chat. Make sure if you are tuning in here that you do say hello in the chat. I love to see who's watching if you feel comfortable, or you could always just leave me a comment down below. Everything that you need to know as far as booking readings with me, maybe even learning a little bit more about this Aries Taurus cusp energy, is all in the description box below. Okay, so make sure you guys are checking that out. All right, we are going to get into this, my lovely loves. All right, let's just make sure this is all square. I have my camera on the opposite side of my desk, so I'm hoping that this maybe allows the lighting, but for some reason it just still looks crooked to me. Okay, y'all know the deal already if you've been hanging with me for a while. Me and the angles and the slantness, we're still working it out, okay? We're still tussling a little bit. But we are going to get into your pre-channel, Aries Taurus. Again, I hope that this reading finds you all well, all right? Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend and getting some rest. I feel like rest is really important for you all, okay? Getting kind of cozy. That's just the vibes that I feel. Needing some downtime, like off your feet, Aries Taurus, might be very important for you. That's just a little side message. I don't think that has anything to do with love, but I do feel that in your energy, a little bit of a need for some deep restorative rest, okay? So let's see. Thank you so much, Divine. What do I need to know prior to this reading for Aries Taurus? What do I need to know about Aries Taurus in love prior to this reading? Thank you so much, Divine. I just heard hear me. Like, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. That could be you, Aries Taurus. That could be somebody coming towards you, wanting to be heard by you, wanting to explain something to you. Maybe there's something that's gone on or something that you've discovered or figured out that you might benefit from learning a little bit more about. I don't know that you're open to it, though. I feel like it's kind of like, yeah, no, like, I don't really want to hear anything you have to say, but it's like somebody's either begging you to, like, hear me out, Aries Taurus, let me explain, let me say my piece, like, just give me a quick little moment, and, or that's you towards someone here in love. Tell me more, okay? Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. Aries Taurus, tell me more. Yeah, I just heard scared. Somebody's very scared here. Very scared. Hi, JP. Thank you for joining the buds. Welcome back to the membership side of things. So grateful you're here. Hi, April. Hope you are well, loves. Yeah, I feel like... yeah, somebody's scared here. Somebody is nervous. I'm seeing the Nine of Swords. Look at that. Unexpected news wanted to slip out here. It's kind of like something's coming to... it feels like a tower, okay? Something is coming into your awareness here, Aries Taurus, that might throw you for a little bit of a loop, okay? It almost feels like it might redirect or put you on the path of a detour towards something that you and someone else were working towards, or what you thought you were working towards with someone. And it's like somebody feels like they just need to explain, but I think they're also scared of your reaction, or scared of what you're going to say, or scared of the decision that you're going to make. Maybe this is something where you might decide to walk away from this person, and that's what has this particular person scared. Or this could be you, that if once you share this person might walk away from you. Okay, what else? What else do I need to know prior to this reading for Aries Taurus? Anything can happen. Yeah, I just heard scared. Anything can happen. Because I think that's what it is. It's just kind of like, it could go great. It could go not so great. Unexpected news. Yeah, it's something that I really do think is going to shake things up a bit. But depending on what the situation is, Aries Taurus, it could alter this relationship, I feel like, in a major way, or set you guys back a little bit. Where I feel like Aries Taurus, yeah, I just saw that. Whoa, that was a very clear vision. I just saw Aries Taurus, you guys, like building back up a brick wall, like fading behind a brick wall, kind of like, okay, like I need some solitude time, or I need a bit of separation between me and you for a minute, or now I don't feel like I can trust you as much as I thought I could. Like there's something that's going to shift like that in a particular relationship dynamic that, oh boy, seems like a tricky, kind of difficult situation. Okay, yeah, I think you're going to be privy to something that you maybe knew of, but maybe didn't know the full details around, or this could be something like completely out of left field. Like, never would I have thought that I'd be having this conversation with this person, but yet here we are. Yeah, being at odds at the bottom of the deck here, it seems that both of you are on different pages at the moment. A conversation, therapy, or time alone may be needed. Don't worry, you two will find your way back to one another. So that's what it, yeah, I just think this, whatever this is, whatever the unexpected news, it definitely is going to put you on the opposite ends. Ghosting. Somebody maybe ghosted you here, Aries Taurus, and was like, and it's like trying to come back. Okay, let me explain why I've been away, or let me explain what happened. And you're just kind of like, fuck you, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, why do you now want to all of a sudden come around and explain you didn't let me know prior to ghosting? Like that, you know what I mean? I just don't know that you have time for this person like that, or that you're just interested in what they have to say. But I feel like from this ghosting, there could be something that's happened, or again, like unexpected news. I've been away because I've been dealing with X, Y, and Z. And I think that that might put you at odds with somebody that you do have a love connection with. But again, like the card said, it's just time apart. I do feel like you might come back together with this person. It's just right now y'all beefing. Like that's just what it is. It's just some beef. And I mean, it happens, right? It happens when you really care about people, and you know, nobody's perfect. People make mistakes, and this feels like one of those moments, Aries Taurus, whether that's on you or the person you're connected to. All right, I think that's a good place to pause our pre-channel energy. I'm going to go ahead and sound my singing bowl one time. I'm going to do a silent prayer for you all. You are more than welcome to pray along with me, okay? Do whatever gratitude or grounding practice feels right and best for you in this moment, and then we'll get into these cards. All right, here we go. All right. Thank you so much, Divine, for being here with me and with the Aries Taurus energies on YouTube. What love messages do you have for Aries Taurus? What's important for Aries Taurus to know when it comes to love? That was right away. Divergent dreams. Yeah. Ego versus the self. Okay. Divergent dreams says, we'll put it this way. Opposing career aspirations or dreams may be pulling you and your person in opposite directions. This may require a heart-to-heart conversation on how this affects the connection. Ego versus self. Don't fall for the trap of always listening to your ego. Trust the guidance of your true self, because our egos can easily influence our thinking with fear. There's that fear energy. So this unexpected news could have something clearly to do with someone's career path, right? Like, I might have to move across the country now, or to a whole nother country because of work. And maybe it's been discussed between you and this person. I'm just giving this as an example. Like, we're not going to do long distance. If anything ever pulls us to in a long distance, we're just going to let each other go. And if we come back around, we come back around. If we don't, then okay, right? It wasn't meant to be. Because that's what it kind of feels like. Somebody feels very opposed to long distance relationships. Like that's a deal breaker for somebody. This would be someone, whether this is you, Aries, Taurus, or your person that needs a lot of physical touch or a lot of quality time as a love language. So clearly being apart from one another like that for long amounts of time wouldn't be ideal and or work in this person's mind. But that could be their ego, right? Their ego says we can't do long distance relationships when they're actually very doable as long as both people are willing to, compromise and make it work. So someone's battling their ego when it comes to a long distance or something that would put a great amount of distance between you two, okay? So tell me more about divergent dreams, ego versus the self. What other love message do you have here for Aries, Taurus? What other love message? Yeah, the price of love. Like, that's what I mean. It's like, if this is truly love, are we willing to do what it takes to make it work despite the odds being stacked against us, or despite the distance, despite the situation? And I think that's the fear. Somebody just fears. I don't even think it's like, oh, I'm going to stop loving you if you're not around me. I think it's more or less like, I'm not going to know who you're around. What if you fall in love with somebody? Or I'm not going to really know what you're up to when you're halfway across the world. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like this lack of trust that I don't necessarily feel like is, well, let me not say that. Because for some of you guys, that fear, if that is you, it's valid, I feel, because there maybe have been situations between you and this person where you would believe that they might step out if they didn't have you around, or you know what I mean, like where that's either happened or you just kind of feel like you definitely might have a few, you know what I'm saying, like you might do that. That could just be a part of this. Now others of you, I feel like that fear of this person stepping out or not being faithful while in the long distance relationship is purely out of ego. Like pure, like there's no reason to think that this person would step out regardless of how much distance is between y'all. But it's just the ego of, well, I will never really know, and what if they never tell me, right? Like there's just some sort of that happening on both ends. Okay, oh, on both ends. So maybe that's for both of y'all. Both of you battling your ego around where your dreams, where your career path is taking you. But that's the price of love, right? Are you willing to make an investment when it comes to love? Are you ready to pay the toll? Remember that love is not a destination, but a journey. And sometimes on that journey, you might have to walk separate paths, or you might need to be in different places at different times, right? It doesn't mean that, yeah, I guess in this situation, this is like maybe a couple or a relationship that where both people are used to being up under each other all the time. Maybe you live together, maybe you have lived together at one point, or you just feel really used to seeing this person every day, every other day, right? But like clearly if you're being drawn in different directions and or want different things, or are maybe getting opportunities to pursue something that you're very passionate about that might again create some sort of distance, it's the fear of change. Okay, it's the fear of the routine changing, it's the fear of, will the relationship change? Can we handle that change? Is the love strong enough to withstand long distance? Can I really trust this person? Oh, being away from me so long, right? Like, what if they were only not stepping out because I'm in their face every day? Or, you know what I mean? It's like all of that is running through someone's head or both of your guys' heads right now. Are we willing to invest in this? Is this something worth investing in so that we give it energy, give it time, stay committed through this distance or divergent of dreams, or divergence, excuse me, of dreams? Or should we just let this go? Are we willing to really do this or not? Ego versus the self. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so there's that ghosting energy. And I think this could be the situation. Maybe there had been distance between you and this person at one point, and it was like you went months without hearing from them, weeks without hearing from them. So it kind of felt like, oh, I have to be around you in order for you to think about me. And I feel like that rubs somebody the wrong way. I don't know that it's been talked about though. Like, I don't know if it's been discussed thoroughly so that, like, maybe there's an explanation, maybe there's not, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know that it's really been talked about, or that those feelings of neglect or abandonment have been expressed. Okay, ghosting, the communication between you and someone seems non-existent. Don't allow this moment to taint your dating life with others. So that's what it is. It's like, if we're going to be far apart, if we're being pulled in different directions, do we really have enough commitment between us for this connection to not entertain other people? I feel like this is kind of on both of your ends, Aries Taurus. It's like you're kind of like, yeah, like I might, you know, like if I don't hear from you, I'm liable to go get on it, go date somebody else. Like, or I'm liable to kind of open myself up a little bit, and maybe your person feels the same. But it's like, are you guys in your ego about that? Is that just your ego saying, I can't imagine that faithfulness in a long distance situation? Or yeah, I think for some of y'all, it's this energy, the opposing career aspirations, where it's like, I'm not willing to compromise on my career. They're not willing to compromise on their career. So what are we really going to do? You know what I mean? If we can't find a compromise, is it worth it? The price of love, is it worth it? Because I might not be able to check in with you every day or every week sometimes. I don't know, depending on what this work is. But then again, if you really wanted to, you would, right? Now, sometimes life does get busy, and it's not necessarily neglect. It's just dealing with a whole bunch of spinning plates, and then also kind of needing some alone time, some recharge time, right? But I just feel like somebody has the fear that someone will ghost the other, or you both might just end up ghosting one another, like just the communication falls off. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh shoot, I haven't like spoken to you in like months. Like, dang, I guess we really aren't on each other's minds like that, or I guess the love really isn't that strong. I don't know. Aries Taurus, this feels very complicated but clear cut at the same time. Like, I think what's clear and what's cut in this connection is that the opposing career aspirations. I feel like that's a non-negotiable for both of you. I'm not willing to bend on what I'm pursuing in my career, or this opportunity that might help my career out. You're not willing to do it. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, so that's clear. We clearly are going to go in different directions. Or again, you doing this and me doing this doesn't necessarily give us that quality time that we both need, or at least keeps us away from each other for too long, where that need for physical touch and intimacy is hard to have. So that's where it's like, you got to have a heart-to-heart conversation on how this will affect the connection, and be honest about that, Aries Taurus, and pray that your person will be honest about what they feel as well, so that you can really get down to the root of it. Is this truly your higher self that's saying, look, this just isn't going to work? Or is it the ego not allowing it to work out of fear? Is it like, no, you know what, I think it's best to let each other go out of love. Like, I love you enough to know that you need certain things, or you need something else. And so, you having to pursue your career this way and me needing to go this way, let's not even put that stress on one another to have to check in or have to maintain this. You just go do you, I'll do me. And if we circle back, we circle back, right? Like, or is it the ego saying, I don't want to let go of this person, or if I let this person go, it might hurt to know that we don't check in with one another, right? Like, it might hurt to not have that routine, or if things change. Because I get that somebody is like very fearful that things will change. And then And it's almost like someone's mind is telling them, well, if things change between us because we're not around each other, then that means we never loved each other at all. And I don't think that that's true. I really don't. I think the fear here is the fear of somebody ghosting, or both of you guys just kind of like, but then again, Aries, Taurus, this feels super complex. Like, because then again, if you both know yourselves that well to know that, yeah, like if I can't see you once a week at least, then I'm definitely going to be open to other people. Then yeah, maybe it is a better idea for you guys to just cut it off or let it go. And then maybe your career paths will cross again, or will allow you both to maybe come back together if you haven't found, you know, your person in someone else. But I think maybe the ego isn't ready to take that risk, or someone doesn't want to take that risk, or is a little fearful to do so. Okay. Ooh, that went on for a little while. Let's get some tarot here. All right, let me actually scoot this up just a wee bit. Ooh. Okay. Turtle. Okay. Thank you so much, Divine, for these beautiful messages here for Aries, Taurus, and love. What do they need to know about divergent dreams, ego versus self, price of love? You got justice and ghosting. That says that something's absolutely imbalanced, flat out. Yeah, something's definitely imbalanced. Like, it would be difficult to find balance. I feel like the truth is it would be difficult to find balance with this, with where you're going, with where they're going. Tell me more. Tell me more about justice for divergent dreams. What does balance look? Ace of Wands. Yeah. Because you know what this is? This isn't just... I feel like whatever these aspirations are, they're hard to ignore. Ace of Wands, that's your spirit speaking to you. That's your spirit saying, do this, start this new thing, pursue this endeavor, go here, do that, create this, create that, explore this, explore that. So that's hard to ignore. And I feel like it is very important for you both to follow your Ace of Wands energy, or what your spirit is telling you. Yeah, the justice is kind of giving me a split. I think that's what ultimately will happen here. Okay? I think there will be a bit of a split or a time apart from you and this person, Aries, Taurus. Tell me more about these divergent dreams. Yeah, because they're in conflict. Five of Wands. It's a challenge that could cause a little bit of drama. Maybe already has. But I feel like this is something that you guys aren't going to see eye to eye on. Even though justice is here, I think the justice is the separation. Now, let's see. Tell me more about justice in this divergent dreams. What does justice look like for these opposing career? Yeah. High Priestess in reverse. Meaning you kind of already know. Matter of fact, let's do this. Oof. Let's see how that looks. Maybe I could scoot this over. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Because of this new angle, I just want to make sure all the cards stay in view here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do it like that. Whoa. So much just came out. The Chariot, yeah. What was that? The Chariot. Six of Wands, Nine of Wands. Yeah, I think you both know. And there's that Tower. There's the Tower. I think you both know that following your destiny, following your career path, following whatever advancements are coming in your life, whatever inspiration or guidance you're getting to move on and move forward, it's gonna, yeah, it's just gonna cause a separation, or whatever you guys know to be the connection between you two, to change and to shift in order for you both to have success here, or to get the certain victories or overcome, or again, accolades, achievements that you both work so hard for. Nine of Wands. So High Priestess in reverse is like, this isn't a secret, right? This isn't hidden. This is kind of like out in the light. But I also get that what is important here, Aries Taurus, and I'm not really sure, this is coming through for a reason for someone. For the High Priestess to be in reverse, it's kind of like you need to hear where this person's coming from, or this person really needs to, if you're cross-watching here for an Aries Taurus, you really need to hear where they're coming from. Right? The High Priestess upright would be, I know my truth. I know what's hidden. I know the in-between. I'm privy to it all, but I'm not going to say. It's like, no, someone needs to speak their heart. Someone needs to share what they really feel. High Priestess in reverse. Not hold it in, not keep it a secret. And I feel like what might be shared is this Five of Wands conflict. Because I think, if not both of you, but one of you are very conflicted by what the Ace of Wands is guiding you to do, by what this Chariot is coming to pick up. It's like, I don't want to see us go through the Tower. I want to figure out a way to make this happen. I want to figure out a way to make this work. Yet it's just the opposition and direction or desires or how all of that will come together isn't known. Like, it's just hard to understand, or hard to grasp, or hard to see. Okay, High Priestess in reverse. Not really getting a vision of what that would look like if you guys were to avoid the Tower or not fall out of the Tower. Yeah. All right, let's put these back. They come out again and they are mint. So tell me about the energy between divergent dreams and ego versus the self. How does the ego play a role in these divergent dreams, or the self? What does that look like, Divine? It's the sun. Yeah, there you go. It's your chance to shine, or someone's chance to shine in some particular way here, or get some sort of acknowledgement. Again, we have the Six of Wands, to get the spotlight, to have success, to really pursue their joy. Like, this is something that would really make somebody truly happy. True happiness, the sun. Right? Could also be the ego, though. Yeah, you got the Wheel of Fortune, and it's kind of like, I don't know if this opportunity will come back around. And I think that's what also is fueling the fear here. If I hold on to this connection, I might lose out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, or this dream opportunity that I've been working so hard for. This advancement that I really, really want. But if I follow the advancement and I go with that, then I lose out on this person, or I lose out on this connection, or it falls apart. So it could be the ego wanting to hold on and the higher self wanting to move forward. That could be the battle or the tension, especially with the High Priestess in reverse, right? Which could also be a sign of ego. And then there's another one right there, the Emperor. Control, because really this is all about control for somebody. I mean, at the root of it, it might not be the largest energy, but it kind of, there's something, again, I can't control the changes. Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor. I can't control how this will change our connection. I can't control how this will change me, how it'll change you, how will it change what we feel towards one another? Will it? Right? With the Wheel of Fortune still comes a lot of unknowns. You don't know what's on the other side of that wheel, or where that wheel will spin you, and how that might really affect it. And it's like, you can sit and have heart-to-heart conversations about what you think and what you suspect will happen. You know, you can speak on your fears of what you don't want to happen, but you never really know unless you put yourself in those situations, right? I just heard that. That's very sweet. I feel like someone's like, in a perfect world, this would work out. Like, in a perfect world, if I had my way, if I had my say, this would work out. We wouldn't have to have the tower moment. We wouldn't have to separate, or the separation would be okay. It wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be an issue. But I think in your gut, right, you kind of know that if we separate, or, you know, if we let this tower happen, it may not be rebuilt between us. Yeah. 10 of Wands. So what burden do you carry? What burden do you choose? Because I get that these Ace of Wands energies, or this inspiration, these aspirations, they keep coming. You know what I mean? You keep getting reminders of them. You keep getting opportunities coming your way. And I feel like it's like holding it all in until someone just can't do it anymore. And I feel like someone feels like either way, it's going to be a burden, because I'll either be without this person, or I'll be without the opportunity. You know? Which one's more important? And I hate to say that, because that sounds cringy to even say, well, which one is it? Is it the opportunity or me? Like, I don't really feel like it's that type of ultimatum. I don't sense that. I just think it's someone really having to self-reflect and really understand, like, am I wanting to hold on to this because I'm fearing the change, right? Like, I've become very familiar, very comfortable with this person. Maybe it's the fear of starting over with someone else. Or again, like, okay, like if we break up, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? It's like that. There could be a lot of different things that are playing into this ego and this fear. So tell me more about the 10 of Wands with ego versus the self. Tell me more about this 10 of Wands with ego versus the self. Okay. Ooh. All right, now you got the Empress and the Emperor. Maybe, okay, that could definitely be it. Maybe it's the Emperor who is being inspired to hop on this wheel or make these changes. Yeah, Page of Cups. That's an apology here. Or an extension of compassion and understanding. I think it's the Emperor who's being faced with this Wheel of Fortune and understands that either way the wheel turns, or whatever decision is made with this Wheel of Fortune energy, this opportunity, it's going to be a burden towards the feminine energy, the Empress. Yeah, I think that's just what that is. It's like either way it's going to be a burden. Either way it's going to be something heavy to carry. And I just think this Emperor, yeah, I mean, there's the Chariot again. I just feel like the Emperor is debating on whether or not it's worth it putting the Empress through that. I even feel like this Empress waiting. This Empress, oh, I just said the Emperor is waiting. Yeah, the Emperor might be waiting to make, or has waited a while to make a decision about this Wheel of Fortune energy. It's definitely been a heavy weight on the Emperor's shoulders. And I think the Empress is trying to be patient here. Page of Cups, trying to be understanding, trying to kind of like, okay, like, but is maybe looking for an answer as well, right? Like, what are we going to do? So it definitely feels like the Emperor in this situation. Yeah, you got the 10 of Pentacles. There's definitely a lot of history here between the Empress and the Emperor. And I feel like it's... With the Chariot here and the price of love, are you willing to make an investment, right? Are you willing to pay the toll? Remember that love is not a destination, but a journey. Because what I was about to say was like, yeah. I think where we're pulling the energy now, Aries Taurus, is I still don't know that the Emperor has a clear choice on what they want to do. And with the Page of Cups, it's kind of like, I think the Empress is trying to seek out possibilities and ways to make this work. And I think the Emperor is open to that, but also erring a little bit more on the side of justice and like what's fair, what's logical, what's right to do. And it's like, what's the path that's going to hurt the least? The lesser of two evils type of thing. Yeah, Two of Swords. Which one is going to hurt the least? But would that put the Emperor in a position to make a choice out of the fear of hurting the Empress? You know what I mean? I feel like it's like that can go both ways. Ego can go both ways. Where I feel like sometimes ego can be selfish, and then ego can be too selfless. Like you feel obligated to be selfless and obligated to miss out on things out of the worry and fear of like not wanting to hurt somebody. But it's like, if this person truly cares and loves you, they'll understand, even if it is painful, even if it does hurt, even if it is disappointing. There will be that Page of Cups. There's a level of understanding, a level of compassion, because this feels like a huge opportunity that someone can't pass up. And they know that. I think the Emperor knows that. They just, you know, it's wanting to maybe present it, or just not wanting to lose. I feel like someone just doesn't want to lose their Empress, period. That's it. And how do I do that? You know, Wheel of Fortune trying to figure it out. Ten of Wands still trying to figure it out. Trying to hold on. That's what I feel like. I think this Emperor's trying to hold on to this Empress for as long as they can, because I think they know once they're in the Chariot, what they'll be able to offer is going to be something kind of small. Yeah. Or now for some of y'all, before I even flip this card over, for some of you guys, this Emperor might challenge themselves a little bit. Because if it's the Emperor who's like, yeah, no, I definitely don't want to do long distance because I'm going to need, you know, somebody here with me. I'm more of like an in-person type of, you know, thing in person, I guess. In-person type of person. Jeez. But, you know, I like my relationships in person, not necessarily over the phone, or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, you know, I need a little bit more than that. This Emperor might try. This Emperor might try. Try to maintain the love, try to maintain the affection, try to maintain the attention while pursuing whatever this path is. Come on now. Saw it at the bottom of the deck and now it's out. Ten of Pentacles. Because wherever this chariot is taking this Emperor, okay, wherever this chariot is taking this Emperor, I do feel like it's something that would be good for both the Emperor and the Empress. If the Empress is willing to compromise, and also the Emperor too. I don't think the weight of this is on the Empress in the way that the ego is saying it is. And maybe that's what the Empress might feel a little bit. Yeah, I just feel, I really do think it's a way, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. I think it's the strength of the will that's in question here. The Sun card. The strength of the will to check in, to continue to nurture the connection, nurture what you guys have built or what you have between one another. Now, oh, yeah, Nine of Wands and the Six of Wands again. So that's coming back out. Yeah, that's coming back out. So I'm going to put the Nine of Wands here. And I'm going to put the Six of Wands here. So now some of you guys, it's the Empress that has this opportunity. and isn't sure that the Emperor will be able to hold down the Ten of Pentacles or hold down the fort or stay committed or not. Oh yeah, and I think that could, if it's the Empress who's worried, that definitely could be the Empress's ego a little bit. Like, I don't know that they'll stay faithful to me, ghosty, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might step out, I don't know. Like, if you're the Empress and you're in that energy, take a good look at how this Emperor has shown up for you. Like, take a really solid, like, try to pull yourself out of the emotion of it and really look, has the Emperor actually given you any reason to doubt that they won't support and love you through this? If yes, like I said, valid. Have that heart-to-heart conversation, right? Like, I'm not really trusting that there won't be other or outside people that might try to come in while I'm away. I'm not really trusting that, because that might be the case for some of y'all. If you take a look at it from a whole bigger picture perspective, and this Emperor has shown and proved that they can resist or overcome and conquer that, or they're not really interested in doing any of that, they've always been there, supported you, then that's your ego, right, Empress? Then your ego is battling you a little bit right now, and you got to overcome and conquer that, because the Ten of Pentacles is here. And with the Ten of Pentacles in this particular deck, right, it's two people, really an older version looking back on, oh yeah, looking back on the life that could be or could have been. That could be the Two of Swords. If I go this path and go this route, I could have this family life. I could have, you know what I mean? Like the typical, we're in the home together, I come home, we spend all the time, we got the kids, we got the dog, everything is cool, you know what I mean? Or I go down this path and almost like this Ten of Pentacles might be in the rear view. You might, that's just kind of what it feels like. It's like choosing two different lifestyles, or a choice between two different lifestyles. Yeah, I can either make this particular choice and I'm home by 5, you know, eating dinner with the family, like living that type of day-to-day, day in and day out togetherness. Or I take this other route and we maybe only see each other once a month or 1 week out of the month because I'm traveling for work, I'm doing this, I gotta go there. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, ooh, Aries-Taurus, this could be the situation where, like, it's the decision of, do I want to be with someone who's an entrepreneur or has a 9 to 5, right? Like somebody that's going to be home every day, or somebody that I might have to squeeze myself into their life. Not because they don't love me, but because that's how they make their money. That's how they stabilize themselves. And that requires a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of focus, right? Like it's a matter of, can you withstand the loneliness? 10 of Wands. Can you carry what needs to be done? Can you see it through if no one's there to help you? Or do you need somebody to be there with you every day to help you and assist you? You know what I mean? Like, what's your definition of partnership? Basically, I feel like is what's in question. In the divergent dreams, I think you both have different desires around that. And so it's like one person, if you're going to make the choice here, Aries Taurus, to commit to each other or see this relationship through, then one of y'all have to surrender to the other. Because I feel like it can't work both ways. You know what I mean? Like, imagine the Empress is busy and the Emperor is busy. Their schedules or their work timing and business trips and all of that just never give them time to see each other. Then what's the point of having a relationship? You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of opposition I feel for you guys in this situation. Do you got the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck? Tell me more about the price of love. What's the price for this 10 of Pentacles? What price has to be paid? Yeah, y'all, can't make it up if I wanted to. Avoiding the Tower. Thank you, Divine, for that clarity. All cards that came out earlier coming back out, but the Tower's now in reverse. Meaning you don't dissolve the relationship, you don't dissolve the connection, and you do the day in and day out lifestyle. But I think here's the kind of asterisk on this situation for you, Aries-Taurus. If it's you or whomever this might be, will that cause resentment in the heart? We've gotten this energy recently or something similar to it, I feel. Would that create resentment? If you avoid the Tower, you choose to go towards this particular style of Ten of Pentacles where they're day in and day out, will that breed resentment in the person who decided to surrender and not go for the opportunity or not pursue whatever aspirations they had? Can you live with that? I think that's really the heart to heart too. Can you live with not knowing what that path would have brought? Where it would have taken you, what you would have experienced? Or will you be up at night thinking about it all the time? Will that then make you turn on this person? Because it's like, well, I chose this path for you, and now I could have been, like, what? Be real about that, though. Y'all know yourselves, right? Be honest, especially if this is a heart-to-heart conversation that hasn't happened yet. Be 100% honest. Like, if I don't take this aspiration or follow this, I might not look at you the same. And please, I know that sounds crass, but it's like, I mean, I feel like I would regret it. That's probably a better way to say it. I feel like I'd regret it. And not that I don't want to choose you, not that I don't want that life, not that I don't love you, because I feel like that's what this person wants to say. Not that I don't love you, not that it's not that. It's just like, hear me out, hear me out. If I pursue this, imagine what we could have or what we could do. But I feel like someone knows deep down that if their person was to pursue this, the relationship isn't gonna stand, whatever this is. It's just not. So that's the ego versus the self. Oof, 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 oof. Tell me more about this Page of Cups. Since y'all know I like an even spread here. Tell me more about this Page of Cups. Oof, the Temperance. Can we work it out? Can we find compromise? Is there a middle ground? That means that whoever is going to be leaving or pursuing this aspiration would have to make some changes to how they handle relationships or how they show up in relationships. And there's the Hermit. That's what I mean. Deep down in the soul, if someone avoids this Tower, they're going to be slightly resentful. And I hate to say that. I really do, because that sucks. That it feels like being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like, no matter which way I choose, there's pain. It's unavoidable. So the resistance of this energy of the Tower that this Tower would have released in both of you will be stored up and built up to then where someone then feels the Nine of Wands, right? Like they feel spiritually exhausted, and or again, I just get resentment deep down with the Hermit. And even if you think about the Star energy, right? And the Hermit following the Star, it's like, I should have maybe followed my passion or my dream or this aspiration. That's tough. Yeah. Tell me about this ghosting. Tell me about this ghosting. With the bottom of the deck, tell me about this ghosting. Thank you so much, Divine. Yeah, love and financial wealth, that. I really do feel like, y'all, if that's the case, it's like the Temperance. There has to be a change in, yeah, Six of Swords to clarify the ghosting. There has to be a change in kind of the heart almost, or like someone's approach to love. Like someone has to extend themselves a little bit more or explore new possibilities to make this work. Meaning, how you operate when you guys are together, you're gonna have to put in a little bit more overtime if you all are apart. You know what I mean? Like you can't do the same things that you could get away with, or again, the same routine. Like you kind of got to overdo it a little bit to make sure each other feel loved, appreciated, seen, cared for, a part of this connection, that it's still there. It hasn't gone anywhere, that type of thing. But that's going to require a change and a shift. And patience with Temperance, patience. To understand too that, again, You're used to hearing from this person on a daily. You might only hear them every other day, every couple days. But if they're trying, that's worth something. Okay? Six of Swords, though, with the ghosting, right? I think, again, that's just more or less the fear that someone's going to leave and not look back. Someone's going to leave promising the sun, promising this love, promising the Ten of Pentacles, promising all this victory, Six of Wands, and it never comes to fruition. So make sure whoever's in that energy, because with the Emperor and the Empress, both carry Taurus vibrations. For me as a reader, the Emperor is an Aries-Taurus energy. Okay? I would even say the Empress could also be Aries-Taurus too, but just in feminine form. But I also get Virgo Libra with the Empress. So take it how it resonates, Aries Taurus, okay? Or if you're cross-watching, if you're the Empress, you're the Empress. If you're the Emperor, you're the Emperor, right? But we'll look at beyond the Six of Swords in the extended reading, y'all, okay? To see really what this fear of ghosting or what this ghosting might look like or what the Six of Swords has to say. Because I really do think that that's a part of the fear. It's the fear of someone's going to go pursue this aspiration and never look back. Like never circle back, never come back, forget all about the other person. And then that's just going to be a level of, I feel like, disappointment that someone, or heartbreak, that someone's ego doesn't want to experience, which is normal, natural, human, okay? Like, let's avoid the tower altogether and just... Oh, my spirit said force it. Let's avoid the tower altogether and just force the Ten of Pentacles. And that's never a good thing. And again, for somebody though, this whole ghosting and fear of being left behind or abandoned, again, could be a lot deeper than just this relationship. So again, if you know that you have abandonment wounds, or neglect issues and wounds from your childhood, that could be what's talking to you or what's ruling this energy in love right now. So maybe do a little bit of harmonying, really figure out what your truth is, right? Get the High Priestess upright so that you're standing in it and you know it and you trust what's between you and this person if you're going to decide to move forward together, or that you trust that what's meant to be will be, right? If it's with this person, if it's not, it is what it is. The love doesn't have to change. You know what I mean? It's just, it didn't work out. So I think it's like someone has to do a little bit of deep digging here to soothe over this Nine of Wands energy, tend to the wound a little bit, and really see what actually makes sense. Like justice. What's really, really going to be balanced for both parties. Okay? All right, y'all. So, like I said, there is an extended for this love reading. It will be available to the members of my channel. Okay, if you are a member here watching, that link should already have been posted on your members tab. All right, in the extended, again, like I said, we're going to look beyond the Six of Swords to see what else we can learn about this ghosting energy. I'll then pull from the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle to dig a little deeper into the energetic connection between the Empress and the Emperor in this read. And then we're going to get the hidden truth out in the open here. We're going to clarify why this High Priestess is in reverse. What needs to be expressed? What needs to be known in this connection from both the Empress and the Emperor? So if you're interested in that content, you can join my channel. If you're watching this on a computer, hit join next to subscribe. Or you can go down in the description box under this video and click the link next to join my channel for exclusive readings and perks. All right. You'll want to join the tier that offers you access to the extended love readings. Again, for that one monthly fee, you'll have access to all of the extended readings I've done up to this point. I think I'm on my 9th series or 9th round of these extended love readings. So there's 8 other rounds that are available to you all for that one monthly price, as well as all of the ones that I will continue to do through the rest of next week. Okay. And they'll all be posted on your members tab. And then by being a member, you'll gain access to the members only playlist that hold all the extended readings, okay, for each cusp sign. So if you're interested in that, I'd love to have you on the membership side of things. But if not, Aries Taurus, no harm, no foul, no worry, no problem. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for your presence here on my channel. And let me know how any of this resonates with you. If you didn't chime into the chat, make sure you leave a comment down below. Don't have to go into detail if you do not want to or don't feel comfortable. You could just say this resonated or leave your favorite emojis so I know you connected with the energy. All right, but everybody that tuned into the chat, Aurora, Kia, and JP and April. Thank you guys so much for showing the chat so much love. I enjoy when you guys connect with each other and have your conversations about the energy that's coming forward. I appreciate your love, y'all. And I'll catch you in the next one, Aries Taurus. Namaste.